can see how this house was built. It's more built inside here. And it's all like a paint.
Good evening, folks. I am Reverend Ordo, and this is the Council of Generation X. It is 2025, October 12th, 2026, and it is the midterm election season. That's right. It is the 2026 midterm election season. Now, I want to share my thoughts for a bit here. Now, we all know that 2022 was kind of looking for that big red wave. And 2022, there was no big red wave. Would have liked to see one. I mean that would have been pretty nice, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and start my Rumble page right now with the same name. Now, I wanted to give my thoughts, you know, on the election season and of this year. So I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. You know, I'll give my thoughts. And so I thought, you know what? It's been a while since I talked about the election here, and I've gave a thought. In 2022, but I got the video removed, and thinking I was talking about the 2022 election. No, the 2020 election. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. We're on Rumble. Okay, we're on Rumble. Let's back up here. Now I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, but the thing is, I feel like I needed to do this because, you know, it's been a while since I talked about any election since last year. I felt like, you know what, 2022's happens. I mean, the midterm elections only happen after the election of the presidency. You know, the major elections, you know, every 4 years. But the midterm elections still count. Now we have a race in New York, New Jersey, here in California. We got a sheriff from, I think what was it, Tulare County, running for president, running for governor. Um, we had oh, well, that lady's name. She had a breakdown. Should have breakdown. What was it the other day? Get out of my fucking shot! Get out of my fucking shot! That was funny. That was goddamn funny. Now there's some races for governor, senator for this Senate seat, district, and um, there's some races going on, and in New York, Kathy Hochul is trailing by 5, and it looks like there could be a first Republican governor. I would say in what 40 some odd years, really. I mean, uh, who was because Andrew Cuomo is a Democrat, not a Republican. Um, I think I was saying Bernie Sanders. He. I'm wondering if Bernie Sanders is running again for office in Vermont because he's a socialist independent um, who ran as a Democrat, even though he's not a Democrat, he's a independent. Um, I think there's so much, man. But my one of my thoughts, um, my mind has been so wound up this year because of what happened earlier this year in January of this year. Uh, to a lot of shit that has gone down right now because the fires in SoCal, we had what drone sightings in New Jersey. We had what was it uh, drone sightings, plane crashes, three plane crashes. Then allegedly that the Pope was going to open up 5 portals to unleash uh, the Antichrist, which was like really fucking stupid, man. Just really fucking stupid. And then we had fires, like more signs of drones than three more plane crashes, and then fires in SoCal. It's like a repeat, but except there was no. I mean, it was drone sightings, plane crashes, then nothing, except for alleged portals opening and shit. Then you got more drone sightings, then you had plane crashes, and then a fire in SoCal. Now, this year has been really just really funky, right? Really, really funky. You would think, okay, well, you gotta wonder, right? So I've been really looking at um see where's ground news. Okay, here's ground news. Um Now we all know that just the other day there was a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Now we all know that Hamas is not really um, it's kind of the Palestinian equivalent to the U.S. Democratic Party and the PA, which is the Palestinian Authority, which is basically the Palestinian equivalent to the U.S. Republican Party. And a lot of shit went down for the last 2 years between these two sides here. Loss of life, um, a complete disaster, man. Complete disaster. And we all look. Hey, look. We all know, right? We all know that Benjamin Netanyahu did not want this thing to happen. Okay, he wanted to extend this war, because here's a guy who's funding Hamas, right? And I'm sitting here thinking, since he's funding Hamas, could he be a co-creator of Hamas and be at war with a creation he helped create just for show for the cameras and the rest of the world? So both sides have and will release prisoners either Monday or Tuesday, which will be a good thing. Now, I would say it's good. It's good. It's a good thing. Now, my question is this though: like, why all of a sudden the war happened? Um, so I'm reading, and I've been trying to find out more. Okay, Trump says Gaza war has ended. Israel awaits release of hostages. Um, California expands privacy protection as Democratic-led states resist Trump's immigration agenda. Um, Now, I want to get to this part here. While the midterm election season is happening, right? Letitia James was indicted. So was Bolton. Okay, Bolton. Let's see here. I want to get to a John Bolton is next on the indictment list. Now, there is some congratulations from world leaders that Trump helped uh, with the peace deal. And surprisingly, Hillary Clinton said he should have got the Nobel Peace Prize. For what he did. Um, He should have, because I mean the war ended. There's peace talks right now, and and it'll be in phases and shit. Um, Now I've been trying to find more on. Okay, here we go. California governor signs bills to aid Los Angeles wildfire recovery and reform disaster response. Really? Uh, Katie Porter, who's uh, basically in the front running, pushes back after disastrous week. Ex-U.S. rally Representative rally support in California governor run. Outburst by Katie Porter threatens gubernatorial ambitions. Two videos emerged showing gubernatorial candidate Katie Porter threatens to end a TV interview and cursing at staffers sparks scrutiny. Of her temperament. Now, former Senator Barbara Boxer said she saw the same traits Porter displayed in the video: anger, lack of respect, privilege, previously notable in the 2024 Senate contest. Why is she deciding to go back then Representative Adam Schiff, who ultimately won the race? Boxer has endorsed uh, Villaraigosa for governor. I had a bad taste in my mouth from that experience, Boxer said, growing upset while describing her reaction to the video of Porter cursing at her staffer. The video tell us everything we need to know about former Congresswoman Porter. She is unfit to serve, period. Now, when was the last time? Okay, when was the last time that we heard a senatorial, congressional, even governor, gubernatorial candidates just really was rude and cussing out a staffer? Now, the thing is, my question is this, you guys, right? Now, to run for office, right, you have to show some decorum. You have to show that you can run and show that you can be a candidate for the people, for the state you're running for, And if you have, if you don't have any of that, right? Why are you running in the first place, right? Why are you running anyway? Um, we've never seen anything like that because I mean, we all remember. Look, we all remember, right? 2016, right? 2016, nearly 10 years ago, and Jeb Bush, he he had an outburst in a way during his running. The guy was polling 1%, 1%, 1%, and I was like just dying laughing because it's like you have candidates during that time, and and you're wondering, is there is there anyone that's running for that party able to have right uh some kind of chillness, man, like really just chill. Don't let them rally you up, um don't let them really get to your head, because when it happens, that's where um you will not do good. Okay, you will not do good. Okay, because if it will lead to you, okay, to lose that edge. Okay, and you don't want to lose that edge, because you need that edge. You need that edge where you can be in self. You could be. You can have self control. So be calm. Okay, be calm like a cucumber. Be cool. Chill. Don't let the pressure get to you. Okay, but if you're the type of person like Terry Porter, you do not need to run. Okay, because your actions on TV or in person, it will determine your actions, and also the vote that you may or may not get. You have to use your common sense and your discernment to be calm, cool, and collected. Okay, you have to show that you're able to have control of your emotions. Okay, that's it. Control your emotions. Do not let your anger or your frustration or whatever interfere and ruin your chances of winning the election for a seat you're running for. Okay, that's it. But if not, but if not, because the thing is, we all know the 2020 election, it was rigged. Okay, it was rigged. No fucking bullshit, And now we all know we went through the whole COVID-19 bullshit, right? We all did. From 2020 to 2023, okay? By the time that things were getting back to normal, things were not really getting back to normal, okay? Um, Things started to really go shitty in 2024. Around this time, a year ago, okay, a year ago, around this time, we had two hurricanes back to back, same week, right? Same week, back to back, okay? Hurricane Helene really tore up parts of Virginia, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, Asheville, North Carolina, where the total loss of life in Asheville, North Carolina, was more than what was lost on 9/11. Okay. Now, they're still cleaning up. They're still, you know, but what was funny, and I mean, what was funny, Donald Trump goes to Asheville, North Carolina. Everyone's like, yeah, Donald, yeah, yeah, But when Joe Biden and Kamala Harris walked in, it's like you could hear fucking crickets. Joe Biden thought if he walked in, people will love me. No, Joe. People don't love you. They hate your guts. They hate because you're being used as a puppet. Okay? You're a mouthpiece for the party. You're as worthless as a sandy pussy fart. Okay? That's it. You've been done since 2017, but yet they brought your old incarnativable-less ass to run. But for them to save your ass, they had to bring in the OG Hawk Tua girl, Kamala Harris. Yeah, because they they want to see a black woman as a VP. Ladies and gentlemen, can we kind of bring it back a little bit? Can we bring it back a little bit? Um, can we kind of like clear the air and do a little fact checking here, folks? Now, Kamala Harris in 2024. Well, they threw her in because Joe Biden failed at debate with Donald Trump. Okay, right? They brought her in as the new candidate for president, right? Hey, Joe. How you doing, man? Uh, yeah, I agree, man. I agree. 2024, Kamala Harris was thrown in the mix because Joe Biden he had a bad debate, didn't do well. So during that whole time until the election happened on November 5th, on Guy Fawkes Day, they say we're going to have our first black woman. We're going to have the first ever black woman president. Time out. So let's bring it back here, big guys. Bring it back here a little bit. Um, if you notice in 2024, a picture of Kamala Harris with her mother. Her mother is Indian. Okay, she's half Indian. Dot, not feather. Her father was Jamaican Irish. Yeah, but it does not make her black. Kamala Harris is half Indian and half Jamaican Irish. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Okay, we got a comment from an average Joe here. What's going on, man? It's isn't it a trip that many people you meet on here, some of them being double agents, I suspect, only here to incite drama. True, true. It's been uh, it's been a few months since I've talked about. Yeah, true. It's been a few months uh, since I've talked about organized gang stalking and all the other insane stuff. Um, I kind of stopped talking about it. Um, some of you may know that I did a confession video where I want to explain the whole scenario here real quick. And I was a mod for a good friend of mine that we no longer talk. We had a falling out, and Joe, you may know who it is. You talked to her before. Her and I had a falling out because I put someone by the name of David Egg in timeout, and I removed him, put him in timeout for 24 hours, and then his girlfriend from Planet Fitness told her, "You need to talk to your mod because I put her man in timeout." Um, so after that, I was told, "You need to do a confession video." I confessed to putting David A in timeout for 24 hours. But it wasn't no confession. I did not do a confession. I did, but I called it the warning shot. Now, why did I call it the warning shot? Is because individuals like this dude A, who's a religious narcissist, do. So, I was doing a live feed a few months ago, months ago, and he came onto my live feed and started to get really stupid, really stupid, and he would not let it go. David A is the type of person that will not let things go. So I said, dude, yeah, I'll put you in timeout. That's me. Okay. I've put people in timeout before, but they never got mad. They had their pit bull girlfriend do their job for them by talking to the channel creator about, you need to talk to your mom. Never happened. Never happened, So I was like, uh, dude, you should let it go. And I haven't mentioned this in months. So so me and my dear friend had it fallen out. She got pissed off because I put my time out, which is like, you shouldn't get mad at me because you made me a mod, just like you made on average Joe a mod, and things got really hinky, kind of cattywampus and shit. So I felt like I needed to take a break and walk away, which I did, and I felt good doing it too because my my brain needed how you say, my brain needed some air, like permanent air. You know? So I walked away, stopped talking about it, and I haven't talked to my dear friend, my friend in months. Last time last time she did a video was, let's see here. She did a video, a live feed a month ago. It was a month ago. It gained 107 views, not too bad. Um, she has over 1,000 subs, pretty good. Um, but I just stopped talking about this shit and just walked away because I felt like I'm gonna get back to what I used to do, and I'm gonna do it. And I'm not gonna even think about the targeted community. I'm gonna leave them alone. Let them deal with what they're dealing with. I did that. I walked away, even though I wasn't a TI, which some people don't like that term. I would say targeted survivors, targeted, survivors. Um, but I stopped talking about it, that subject. I walked away, and I felt good. I did. I actually felt good. I think it was a kind of a fresh breath, fresh air. Just absolutely. What? What? Chill out. You're good. You're good. You're good. Um, my cat. Um, but I just been going back to what I used to do. Um, talk about different things, different topics, different, whatever. And I do it because I have a lot to say. I I have a lot, I have a lot to bring to the table to say. I have the balls to say what is needed to say. But I know that there's a lot of people out there that would pretty much get pissed off or offended or upset. Boo hoo hoo fucking who. I don't care. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about whatever. As long as you're breathing, walking around, and not much of an idiot, you're good. But I've got a chance to meet some really interesting people in the targeted survivor community, and they're really cool, really really cool people. I highly respect them because even though even though they're in a very bizarre position, I still have respect for them. I have an open mind. I have a good heart, and if any of them want to get a hold of me and want to talk, I'm here. I'm here. I'm not going to turn my back on them. I mean, on average Joe, him and I met earlier this year, and he came on, commented on a few of my videos, and it was a really good conversation, and I got nothing bad to say about him. Nothing bad. Is there? No, because he's dealing with a lot of shit himself, which is in which I would not wish this on my own worst enemy because it's not good. It is insane. Uh, Brian too came across his video on Facebook yesterday, and the guy is in pain on Facebook. On Facebook, the guy's in pain, and I mean, it's like this. I do not wish this on my own worst enemy. I don't. I don't. But 2026 will probably be a very weird midterm election. Just absolutely weird. It, I think 2026 midterms will probably be very, very funky, right? And I just think it's going to be a very, very bizarre midterm, But I do not wish anything bad to anybody. Have a good campaign, have a good run. Make sure that it's a very positive note for you guys out there who's running and running a reelection campaign. You but of course, there will be some uh, but there will be uh, um, some weird shit, some absolutely weird fucking shit. I tried doing this in 2022, uh, but this was when Susan Wachki was CEO, was YouTube CEO, and I think it's really it is going to be funky. Not gonna lie, it will get funky because 2024, I was on TikTok every fucking day because it got really fucking weird. It got goddamn weird, and really weird. And, absolutely fucking weird. And because Joe Biden was, I mean, 2024 was a repeat of 1968 and 2016. Go figure, right? Go figure. And because if you notice the one thing between Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, it's the laugh. It's that cackling hidden laugh, right? Both Hillary and Kamala Harris had that cackling hidden laugh. Just absolutely holy shit. Please tell her, shut the fuck up. Her laughing is actually driving the actual chickens crazy. Now with Hillary in 2016, she tried to do this, oh, woe was me bullshit campaign. Yeah. This oh, woe was me bullshit campaign. Uh, but 2024, like, dude, a repeat of 1968 in 2016. Weird. Fucking weird. Fucking weird. Okay, we're already in 25th year of 21st century. Yeah, 2000. 25 years since 2000. Yeah. Um, but again, I do wish the best for the candidates that are running and whoever but I think that race in New York will be kind of worth the watch because you have Elise Stefanik running for governor, and you had Sarah Huckabee Sanders, governor of Louisiana, um, and no, Arkansas. Um, I think that would be a really interesting. Stacey Abrams, um, Miss Planet Fitness herself, claimed that she was screwed out of the governorship of Georgia. Who would want this dumb broad as governor, man? She has that picket fence smile. You know. All right, folks. um, if you guys are new to this channel, I'm doing double duty here on Rumble and YouTube. And if you guys are new to this channel's on Rumble, if you're new to this channel, follow, like, share, repost, comment below. And if you're on YouTube and in this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless. Thank you.